All right. I bet you thought you got rid of us for the day, but it's Friday and some big news coming out, hot off the presses here. It seems as though Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder have signed for a rematch, and they will get going. But each of them have to win a fight first. They have to win. He has to win against Tom Schwartz with Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder, of course, has to win against Louis Ortiz, who he just signed to fight. But after that, the fight is apparently going to happen. Apparently, contracts are in place. Everything is signed, sealed, and delivered, according to Deontay Wilder's social media. Also, on Boxing Scene, Jake Donovan, who's a very credible source, said that he talked to at least 4 different people with knowledge of the situation that spoke on a condition of anonymity and said that this is going to happen. Everything is signed as per 4 separate sources. Who's quoting? I'm quoting here. Should Fury prevail, Boxing Scene has learned that a signed agreement is in place for the two to collide in early 2020. As per 4 separate sources who spoke on a condition of anonymity, Fury would like to be afforded one more fight in the fall. Wow, there you go. So he's going to fight Tom Schwartz. He'll fight somebody else then, and I guess the fight happens, Beeb.
So what's Fury saying? He's going to fight in June, and then he's probably going to fight again in September, and then what's Wilder? The Wilder fight probably happened in March or April, maybe.
That's what I'm guessing. That's what it sounds like.
Well, Wilder said that the paperwork's actually signed. Jake Donovan reported that paperwork has been signed. So there's no bullshit rumors of things being close. There's no Instagram posts, basically. It's actual articles have been reported that there has been paperwork, and people in the camp have confirmed, I guess, to Jake Donovan that there has been paperwork signed. So I guess this is a lot more credible than the other debacle that we had earlier in the week. But again, it is Tyson Fury. So you still never know.
Well, help me out here. So he's going to fight Tom Schwartz in about 2 weeks. Okay. Tyson Fury will. He'll fight Tom Schwartz in about 2 weeks. After that, though, like what, will he, I guess he'll fight again in the fall? Is that what I'm understanding? So he'll actually fight again.
I'm not crazy about him fighting again in the fall. I mean, why? Is Wilder going to fight again in the fall, too? Or is he just going to ride out the year? He's going to fight Ortiz, obviously. So he's going to fight Ortiz. Yeah, so I guess it makes sense, yeah. Because Wilder's going to fight again in September, supposedly. And then I guess they're going to fight probably in March, right? Because you got April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Well, maybe they'll fight in January then, or February.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking he may fall. He may fight again in September, maybe, because he'll fight in July, August, September, October. I think maybe he'll fight in October, somewhere in there.
October, November, December.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll probably fight in March. They'll probably fight in March.
Yeah, as excited as we were, this is still a long ways away.
Yeah.
In the sense, so he's got one more fight to go, and then Graham said it's confirmed for February. Where did you hear that, Graham? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just seems like a long way away. Put it that way.
Again, it kind of doesn't make sense that you would announce this when you have another fight in front of you. So Fury basically has 2 fights in front of him. So basically, Wilder won. Fury's going to win next week. Was it next week or the week after?
2 weeks from now. So, Joshua fights tomorrow, and they were all 2 weeks apart.
So basically, technically, they'll each have an interim fight in between. Wilder will have Ortiz, and then Fury will have someone else. But see, Fury's fighting like softer touches, where Wilder's fighting Ortiz. I mean, he should beat Ortiz, but I don't know if you want to announce a fight after Ortiz before you fight Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? That's still a tough fight. I feel confident he'll win, but anything can happen in the sport. I don't know. It's been done before. I mean, we've seen fighters announce fights while having interim fights in between, so it's not uncommon that it's been done. I'm just not crazy about the way the whole thing's playing out. But I guess it gives the fans something good to look forward to, and it's kind of a publicity stunt to a degree too. You know what I'm saying? Like, in other words, we're freezing AJ out again.
Right.
Where's AJ gonna go when we're fighting again? It's it's basically an attempt to take the wind out of the sails for the AJ fight, in my opinion.
Yeah. Jolo says that it came from Coppinger. No, it actually came from Jake Donovan. The article we read was from Jake Donovan. He did not reference Coppinger at all. So, you know. So yeah, man. But yeah, I'm not real crazy about it. Like I said, if it was taking place next, that'd be different. But Tyson's still got 2 more fights left.
Yeah,
you know,
there'll be soft touches.
well, yeah. I mean, like another Tom Schwartz. I mean, you know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Let's read exactly what he said on his Twitter. Well, as I always say, I'm the realest champion of the business, and as I've mentioned before, I must handle all my controversial fights SAP. Luis Ortiz is first, then Tyson Fury next. Then it says, by no means am I looking past Ortiz. He's a dangerous fighter, but I'm looking through him. In parentheses, it says, window shopping. And he says, shit, I'm the best. Ain't no guessing. What other champion gives you what you're missing? Then after that, it says, one fell to his knee. The other fell on his back. If you got questions, then we run it back. Whoa, a little Ali stuff going on. Then underneath that, it says...
I wonder who wrote that for him.
Then he said, all contracts have been signed already. It's officially on.
Yeah, I mean, so there you go.
So that's how you do it, I guess, guys. You get paperwork. You don't just go off for rumors, I guess. That's how it's done. But again, it's Tyson Fury. But I don't know. Where else could Fury go after? If he's gonna have 2 interim fights, then he's gonna have Wilder next. Like if he pulled out of the Wilder fight, could he pull out of the Wilder fight if Hearn makes him an offer, or if paperwork's already been signed, would he be in violation of the contract he signed?
No, I mean, look, man, you can't force somebody to fight you, and I guess, you know, if the contract's already signed, then yeah, I guess he could be in violation if he backs out. But could it be a violation if he loses his next fight? That I don't know.
I'm sure in the contracts, it's contingent on both of these guys not losing, right?
I would imagine. I can't imagine a contract that says, you know, even if you lose, you're getting this fight next, because then it's worth substantially less money.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I'm not questioning that they don't have paperwork. I'm not questioning that they're planning on fighting next year. What I am questioning is why was it done this way? Why was it announced this way? And like I said, I think it was done as a publicity stunt to take the wind out of AJ sails for this upcoming fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of just let them know, like I said, not to repeat myself, that hey, we're taking the thunder away from you again. We're fighting, and you're going to be left out in the cold. So, because neither guy really is crazy about AJ. I think Fury was calling him all sorts of names today on Twitter, and he was being interviewed on YouTube, and I guess he was calling him. He was calling him names again, questioning his manhood and all that. You know how Fury does it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So and then he was he called Hearn something too. He was insulting Eddie Hearn. So I don't know. Fury's on. He's tripping again. So we'll see what happens. But really never says anything bad about Wilder. I think these guys really have a mutual respect for each other. I think both teams like doing business together. They both have a good rapport. They have a good relationship. There's no bad blood, and I guess it's just easier for these guys to get fights done together. Whereas with Hearn, a lot of people don't like dealing with him, I guess. So.
Well, Coach C actually brought up a good point for the first time ever. He said that, and this all got announced on AJ's fight week, you know, his first fight in the U.S. And I think that's a brilliant move, that they were able to put this together and
That's what I'm
announce
saying.
it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it was strategic,
It was
really.
brilliant. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Coach said weight and maybe some push up. Man, it's 6'1", 268. Ooh, what a tough matchup.
I don't know, man. I'm pretty sure Andy Ruiz could probably run past Coach C. I'll tell you what. I'm sure he would have no problems with Coach C.
Andreas asks, was the Ortiz fight off? No, cause it's the Ortiz fight off. Then
No,
it's the first fight.
no.
It's two fights.
And we can only dream of the Ortiz fight being off.
Yeah. I was hoping that that fight wasn't going to happen and the Fury fight was going to happen first.
Coach C said, just made a good point. You just keep those phone lines down, Eric.
You know, it's so ironic that you had the phones on for the other show, but you turned them off because you knew Coach C was going to be here.
Yeah, that's why, because I knew Coach C was going to be
Coach C
here.
was in the chat. You've been ducking Coach C?
I've been ducking Coach C. Coach C's ducking me. He's ducking me.
He's here.
I'm here. I've been here for 2 shows now.
But you shut the phones off.
On a Friday. I had the phones going. Where was he at then?
You knew Coach C was going to be here.
Coach C knows when the phone lines are off, and then he talks smack.
You're like that kid that says, meet me after school.
And I show up. And Coach C's the guy that doesn't show up.
And then you run home.
That's it.
That's what you do. Like dead after school. Meet me in the freaking park.
I was there. Where was he? I was there.
You're sitting there hiding behind the ice cream truck, taking the back roads home. Get out of here.
Nothing wrong with that.
You want to hear it.
Like the ice cream truck.
Coach C is ready to call, and you shut the phones off.
Yeah,
Coach,
that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes.
Coach.
He was supposed to be ready to
Strategic.
go. He was supposed to be ready to go. Eric goes out the side door.
Yeah, that's what he does. That's what he does.
I'll walk right out the front door and I wait till 3:30, son.
Yeah, he hides under the desk, and then he waits till everyone leaves. Then he climbs out the window.
Goes the other way. Oh my
Can
goodness.
you imagine? Yeah, this is pretty big news, man.
This is huge news. This is huge news, right? I mean, because listen, everybody, what was the talk this entire week? The talk the entire week was Wilder, Fury, and Joshua. Not Joshua Ruiz. Wilder, Fury, and those 3 people. That was the talk all week. All right? And when are they going to fight each other? And that was the question. Everybody just got asked, when are you guys going to fight each other? Well, it takes time, takes this and that, blah, blah, blah. Listen, these 2 guys signed again. So, look, man, hey, I know you bagged on Eddie Hearn. A lot of people got on you for that. But you know what? Eddie Hearn is kind of the constant here. It seems like Frank Warren and the other, and Heyman and Wilder's people work fine together.
I've been telling you this.
They've had no problems making that fight twice now.
There's a lot of people don't like dealing with Hearn.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Pulev had problems dealing with him. Even Dillian White was complaining that he was getting dicked around by Hearn. That's why he started talking to other people.
Dillian White, let me tell you what, as far as business goes, Dillian White's a moron because he could have already had a title shot if he went to PBC. They would have gave him a Wilder shot with no problem.
I agree.
That was just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just dumb. Yeah. And he sits there and he dumps on Eddie Hearn and stuff like that. Look, all you had to do was go to PBC and you got a title shot. That's it. You know what I mean?
Would have had a shot at Wilder.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. He would have absolutely had a shot at Wilder.
I agree with Malignaggi, though. That would have been a tough matchup for Dillian White if he took the Fury fight.
Oh, yeah. Well, nobody thought he was going to win that fight.
Centurion's son.
He's really back in Rivas, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really is. I mean, he really believes Rivas is going to do this.
And watch Rivas. What did Rivas fight? I think he fought Brian Jennings. Did Rivas beat Brian Jennings, I think. Yeah. I have to go back and watch some Rivas fights.
Yeah, he really is high on this guy Rivas, man. Yeah, I mean, he might have something. He might be onto something here. I don't know. Might be onto
Where did
something.
where did that term freeze out come from?
I don't know.
AJ said it first. He said he was going to freeze Wilder out if he didn't friggin' act right with the contract.
If he didn't act right.
That's what he said. He said, "I'll freeze you out."
If he doesn't act right. Come on, son.
You don't remember when AJ threatened to freeze Wilder out? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Coach C said this is a boss move by Wilder. Yeah, this is a good move. Like I said, man, this is a very good thing. Like I said, I mean, this is a fight week. You're never going to get as big and as major as you come in here, with a big fight coming in, and then you kind of take some of the luster away while you're fighting John Ruiz, or I'm sorry, Andy Ruiz. I told you I get those two mixed up. While you're fighting Andy Ruiz, and he just signed to fight Tyson Fury. So
And the thing is this. He said, if you don't do as I say, I'm going to freeze him out. That was the quote, yeah?
yeah,
There it is.
now AJ's the one getting frozen. Oh man, that's bad news for him. Because realistically, listen, those two are now locked up. Realistically, where does he go now? Where does Joshua go?
Joshua's going to fight probably Pulev next. That's what Adam Smith said,
That's terrible, son.
right? That'll be his IBF mandatory, I guess.
Pulev? Oh my God. Isn't he the one that
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm
He's the
talking
one that-
about. He's the one
He's
that
the one that gave her the big kiss.
put the moves on that sushi chick, that half-dressed
Yeah.
chick.
AJ's going to fight Pulev in white.
That's terrible.
This is champ life.
That's terrible, man.
Champ life's excited about that. I'm just kidding.
Champ
I'm
Life.
just playing.
Champ Life's the other one. He hates Wild, or not. He hates Joshua. He hates Joshua, I think.
I don't even think he hates Joshua. I don't think he's like me. He's like you don't like how Hearn's been acting.
Yeah, well, why do you blame it on
Hearn-
Joshua? It's not Joshua's issue.
I don't know if he hates Joshua. I never really heard him say anything bad about Joshua. I hear him criticize Hearn all the time.
What do you think of the breaking news banner? I like it. I like it.
It's really cool, man.
Isn't that awesome?
That's a real cool thing. I like how it's kind of glows in the dark a little bit.
Yeah. Champ Life Boxing says he's super biased.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
No.
Everyone's biased. At least, ain't nothing wrong with admitting it.
Thank you, Dale from Chi-Town. He said, very nice banner. Love it. Wilder's a fraud and fight anyone but Joshua. Well, let's talk about that for a minute. I think that, listen, man, he's fighting some guy from the UK named Tyson Fury. He's fought him. He's fought him twice. I don't see Wilder's a fraud will fight anybody but Joshua. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Well, this is a risky move because the Joshua fight goes out the window if he loses to Fury.
Yeah. And there's a very good chance he'll lose to Fury.
Now, if you're managing Wilder, you're part of his advisory team.
Fury can't KO him. That's why he's fighting him again. Listen, man, I'm not 100% sure of that. Fury had him rocked a couple of times in that fight, including in the 12th round. Fury had him rocked in the 12th round, son. And that was after the knockdown.
I'm not buying this Fury can't punch shit.
Nah. Does he have one punch power to get you out of there? No, probably not. But he can still hurt you.
I think it's a risky move. I mean, I think Fury's going to beat him.
I think so too. I think Fury might be the best one there, man.
Fury's got momentum now. He's getting back. He's getting his groove back, bro. He wasn't 100% last time, and I said it. I even said it when I did the breakdown of that fight. I said even a 75% Fury can beat Wilder, and that's no disrespect to Wilder. I have utmost respect for him, and I like him a lot as a fighter. But I'm just that high on Fury as a fighter.
Yeah, Fury KO is unlikely, he says. But yeah, you're right. I agree. I would go along with that. If I was going to pick Fury, it's going to be by a decision. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Fury.
man.
I think Fury beat him the first time. Yeah. I wonder where it's going to be, and I wonder if there's going to be. The crazy thing about it is the UK judge scored it a draw. There was one UK judge during that fight. And scored
Moron.
Can you fucking imagine that?
They ought to bar him from England.
Champ Life says Wilder, KO Fury. And
He's
seven.
been going
Wow.
around. He's been going around. Champ Life has been going around. All the boards say. I saw him on the board with the weigh-ins, saying that Ruiz is going to knock out Joshua.
I love Champ Life is the shit, man. You know what's cool about you see him? He'd be walking the streets. I think you from New York, right, Champ Life?
I love
He'd
Champ
walk in
Life.
the streets with his camera and shit. He'd just be chilling, talking. Fucking love this guy. One time he was like, I think he was fucking walking down the street. He was like going to a restaurant. He fucking just talks and shit. The funniest video he made, he's in there in a parking lot, right? Like in a store, like a parking lot with, I guess, like a plaza with all stores in it. And this girl's walking out of a store. He's like, ooh, look at that ass. He puts the fucking camera on her and shit. That's hilarious. Oh, that's fucking funny. He's a funny dude, man.
What's the matter with you guys? Trying to create another Jenny Sushi situation here.
I know.
What's the matter with you?
Centurion says the best news about this is that ESPN Showtime split pay-per-view will be open to us with Crawford Spence. That's maybe we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, I would imagine they'll be on pay-per-view. Obviously.
Wow, where were all these people? Please, Beeps, his daily yell. Where were all these people yesterday when I was getting torched by all the UK fans? Where were you all?
Yeah.
I could have used your guys' support, man.
They said you got yourself into it, B. You got to get yourself out of it.
I know.
Sit around here. We put in our own work.
They planned the same day as AJ went in. Yeah,
You think? You think?
This was definitely strategic.
What clued you in on that one?
No fucking doubt about that.
Sushi trying to get paid off.
Whatever happened to that? Like,
She probably settled out of court for like
did you
a
settle?
few grand. You know?
Look at Coach C's. A serious question: is the zone around next summer after Wilder KOs Ortiz and Fury?
Yeah. Absolutely, it's around. Are you kidding me? They erased 93. Coach C. They erased 93% of debt this year alone.
Look at
Son.
Sorry, I couldn't join the chat yesterday, B. I know. That's all I really needed. I was getting destroyed yesterday by everybody. They were freaking.
Sean Newton's over there making videos about Beeb, and you know what? I don't blame him.
Sean Newton's
I don't blame him.
Sean Newton's making me a superstar, man. He's gonna do like an autobiography on the Beeb.
You know what? This is why, Beeb. This is why you're not the likable host. This is why I'm the likable host. That's right. I'm Sean Newton's favorite host, son.
They like you until you say something they don't. That's how it always.
No, man, I'm telling you. So, no, she's suing Pulev for $600K, $600,000 for getting kissed. Come on, son. 600,000.
That's crazy.
That's crazy money.
Kiss me on the list for 600,000.
I told you it was coming out of the closet. Told you that earlier. Told you that earlier with the whole Lois thing, son.
No tongue, no.
No tongue, no. He said he'd have to tack on another 400 grand.
Oh shit! She'd be lucky to get 100K. I don't think she's gonna win the case. Fucking 400K for a kiss. Really, Coach says, really, that accounting math can be funny. Enron WorldCom dot that depreciation is phony or cash flow rules. He says.
Coach C living in fantasy land again. See, he should have just left the chat because he had a good comment. You know what I mean? He had a good comment, and you should go out on top. And then he makes a comment that makes no sense at all.
You think Coach C is going to let you get off that easy? You're praying that he leaves the chat.
And he comes back and makes no sense at all and goes right back to the same status in fantasy land. You know what I'm saying?
You know you can't stop Coach C. Come on. He destroys you when he calls.
Son, I run over Coach C every time he calls. He makes no sense.
No, Loma Key says, "BB sound low," because I'm talking low.
That's right.
I'm chill right now.
That's right. Yeah, Beeb's not hyped up. He's not hopped up on his stuff.
I'm relaxing right now. I used all my energy for the first show.
I know, right? I know. We were hyped up in that first show.
Yeah, we were were freaking pumped for that first show.
Beeb calls me up. He was like, "We got to get on." I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "We got to get back on." I was
They
like,
did,
"For
Coach
what?"
C.
He was like, "Come on, Wilder just signed." WorldCom Enron didn't have the funny accounting. What are you? Who? What? What is
Coach
he?
Coach C schooling you in economics now. You can't deal with Coach C. Come on.
I'd be surprised if Coach C can count to 10. What are you kidding me? What is he? What is he? What is he? WorldCom and Enron didn't have funny accounting.
He graduated the top 2 in his class. Don't insult Coach C like that.
He graduated the top 2 of his class.
Insult Coach C. You don't see him shopping at Publix like you.
Publix. Oh, God.
Eric Rojas says it's a lie, B. Well, again, I mean,
Coach C graduating at the top of his class, or what part is a lie?
He said the contracts were signed, but again, no, he's saying
look, man, the difference. Let me tell you what the difference between this and what happened here today, and the difference with what happened with Dillian Whyte yesterday, was that Dillian Whyte and Tyson Fury agreed in principle. They agreed on social media. Here, Wilder has come out on social media, but here we're also having multiple sources saying that the contracts have been signed. That's the big difference.
Not only that, Frank Warren and Shelly Finkel have both agreed that they've been talking.
Yeah, we've heard that too. Yeah, we've heard that too.
That's the thing. But again, I mean, Tyson, you never know what can happen with Tyson Fury. He could. He signed a contract with Vladimir Klitschko too, and he pulled out of the rematch of that one. So you never know.
Yeah, let me see if I can see it. You know, ESPN shows like boxing no love at all. They've got like UFC on the front page. Yes, it's on ESPN under breaking news. Wilder reveals Fury rematch to come after Ortiz. There you go. So that's breaking news. And that's by Dan Rafael. So
I mean,
yep, there you go. So it's official.
These guys had their promoters actually talking, and paperwork was actually signed. But again,
according to Coach C, this could all be false too. So I'm just saying.
That still doesn't mean the fight's gonna happen.
Torching Coach C, son. He ain't got nothing for me.
He kills you.
He ain't even in the chat no more. He ain't even in the chat. You know what? I don't blame him.
I don't blame him. Out, man.
Coach C is going to have to face his comeuppance on Sunday when he gets to call in. He's going to have to face his comeuppance come Sunday, son. He's got to face it.
Why?
It's time to pay the fiddler. That's why.
Taking that fake belt from you.
Fake belt, son. It's been around my waist for a long time.
Coach C's back at you. I can't really argue when I can't talk. Your man doesn't want to hold any L's. He got that. Yeah, get him, Coach C. Just dropped you with an overhand right.
Coach C is still in the corner waiting for the bell. Mr. Pragmatic, would you agree that Deontay is betting on himself?
Yeah.
Well, I would agree that Tyson Fury's betting on himself as well. Yeah, I guess that's part of it. The Konoski part was kind of a rumor. Well, look, I mean, if this didn't come through, I believe he was fighting Konoski next.
Yeah.
I mean, that's no question. I mean, if the Ortiz thing fell out, I think he was definitely fighting Konoski next. So, yeah, for sure.
I agree. Thurman and Pac, who you picking? I already told that guys I'm picking Pac.
I might have to take Pac in that one, yeah. I might have to take Pac.
Oh, you taking Pac too?
I might have to, man. Thurman didn't impress me at all in his last fight. I mean, he almost got knocked out by Josesito Lopez.
And he was saying he trained at LA Fitness for that fight too.
Who?
Thurman, he was in an interview. He was like, "Yeah, I trained for that fight at LA Fitness."
Yeah, right. Just like Andy Ruiz, it was purposeful that he gained 6 pounds in training camp.
Coach C's funny. I love him. That's what I think. I hate talking about talking about that because it was so long ago. But
It's so
I still,
stupid. The 50 million. It's so stupid. Nobody can ever really like. It was there's so much like on that deal that
yeah,
was so much rumor, so much it's just all nonsense. It's all nonsense, and it's in the past, and it's just a big rumor anyway. So if you ask anybody about it, they say there was no 50 million. Right, Raphael Dawkins 50 million with no contract. Exactly, that's the point. See, Coach C, I told you should have went out on top. I told you should have went out on top, son. July
sure.
20th, both of you be eating double pie with Thurman and Rivas. That's right, said Turney and calling us out.
Oh, you like Thurman?
You should bet him, BB. You should bet him for the right to face me again. You guys should bet for the right, like an eliminator,
Sakes.
like a WBC. We'll call it like a ringside reporter diamond belt. Like saying you guys don't have the real belt, you get the diamond belt.
You're not calling the shots here.
I'm the champ, son.
You're gonna get stripped because you haven't made a defense in like 7 years.
The champ calls all the shots, son.
No way. This is crazy though, huh?
It's nuts, man. It's nuts. So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens, but you guys stay tuned, and we may have more on this tomorrow. Maybe more news breaks out, and look at this. We're coming back twice in one day with the breaking news. Huh?
That's right.
Beeb? Huh?
That's right, man.
There you go.
Alex T says the 50 million was real. Thank you, Al Heyman.
Yeah, thank you, Al Heyman. Hey, if he says it, hey.
Give me a thank you, Al Heyman, Alex T.
Thank you, Al Heyman.
Where's the only improved author on the video? How come they could only offer Joseph Parker $1 million?
He says, since Coach C says, since fake offers are common in boxing, name the last 3 fake offers for us then. Again, Coach C, you should have went out on top, man. Should have went out on top.
Killing you.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
He's destroying you.
Enjoy that night in Fantasyland, Coach C. Everybody else, Coach C, I'll talk to you Sunday, man. Call in Sunday. Thank you, Al Heyman. That's right. All right, guys. Catch us tomorrow, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, have a good one, guys.